Greetings, fellow Terrans. William here to talk about an important figure in the Terro-Human future history, a novel series by H. Beam Piper. Spoiler alert for the novel Space Viking. The age of the Space Viking was upon us. In the early 14th century, following the Galactic Civil War and complete dissolution of the Terran Federation, an age of strife and barbarism descended over human space. The age of the Space Vikings saw many atrocities committed by the planetary kingdoms known collectively as the Sword Worlds. On the planet of Graham, during the reign of Duke Angus, the Baron of Traskin was born. Lucas Trask was a member of a wealthy noble family with strong economic ties to the Duke. During his time as Baron, he invested heavily in shipbuilding, producing the hyper-capable ship known as the Enterprise. Deciding to retire into matrimony, he found love with his fiancée, Elaine Caraval, the daughter of a farming baron, Cesar Caraval. This bliss was cut short with her assassination by a crazed noble, convinced Elaine loved him, named Andre Dunnan. Following her murder, Lucas commissioned the development of a new ship, named the Nemesis. There he set forth into the stars under orders from Duke Angus, becoming a space Viking to raid and pillage the worlds of man. This didn't go exactly as he intended. Instead, he landed on the world of Tanith, claiming the planet and its inhabitants as his. Seeing the act of enslaving the locals as inefficient, he promised them fair work and wages. From here he launched his raiding operations, raiding several planets from Beowulf to Amaterasu. Using these situations to develop the most profit, he specifically avoided mass casualties. Following his first raid where his Vikings crew went overboard and killed civilians. Raiding planets like Beowulf and Amaterasu, he established a trade agreement with both, using their lack of resources to become a hyper-capable world, effectively assuring peace. From then on, he began to build his trade empire, becoming the Prince of Tanith, setting up a society where select worlds are off limits from raiding, relying on profitable trade and the incentive for Viking ships to eradicate anyone that impedes on their profit. Eventually, Lucas seceded from the self-crowned King Angus and became the independent kingdom of Tanith, establishing an allied fleet of his Viking ships and ships from his hyper-capable trade planets, becoming a formidable force in the galaxy. Using this influence, he made allies of various spacefaring factions, such as the Gilgameshers, a collective of religious pilgrims. Using their intelligence, he began to track Andre Dunnan and his ship, the Enterprise. Eventually, his intelligence bore fruit, discovering Dunnan's plan to terrorize the planetary kingdom of Marduk. Setting forth to meet his enemy, he encountered and saved Prince Simon Bentrick of Marduk, also destroying the ship, the Enterprise, in an exchange of missiles. Unknown if Andre Dunnan was aboard, he met with Prince Simon and became embroiled in their politics. Becoming disillusioned with his Space Viking life and the ways of his people, he makes an alliance with Marduk to help them to end their potential revolution by a Hitler-esque radical named Zaspar McCann. Returning to his domain to solidify his realm, King Trask, still referring to himself as Prince, enacted the Treaty of Khopera between Tanith, Beowulf, and Amaterasu. The treaty allowed for sharing of knowledge pilfered by the Sword Worlds with the citizens of this new domain. With his newly formed treaty, he brandished an allied fleet to assist the civil war of Marduk. Defeating the anti-royal forces, Lucas finally got his revenge and shot Andre Dunnan in the head, claiming he was of no consequence. With Marduk liberated, an idea for a new human central government took shape, the League of Civilized Worlds. This is the video, my dear Terrans. Please subscribe, like, or comment if you feel like it.